Hey guys, I'm Matt Sardo of Monkeys Fighting Robots, and I wanted to take a moment to talk about what happened this weekend, what happened last week, and what's going to happen moving forward with the riots and the Black Lives Matter movement. It's important to me to actually just say something to you guys. I mean, we all need to collectively say Black Lives Matter. It's important and it needs to be said, and more people like me need to actually say it. I'm not the smartest person in the room. I'm not the most eloquent person in the room. So I wrote down my notes to talk to you because I wanted to make sure that this came across okay. Again, it's very important that we say Black Lives Matter, like wherever you are, and just get that message out and that compassion. It's very compassionate to say that, and that's why it needs to be said. More compassion needs to be out there in the world, and as opposed to just the divide that we have right now. It's not not a white black issue. Like it's a human issue. You know, people need to stop dying, and that's what we need to start saying is Black Lives Matter. Just keep saying it. Black Lives Matter. And if you're one of the people that don't understand why people are rioting and looting, part of the compassion side that I'm asking everybody to be is to ask why. And just keep asking why. Just follow the question to its conclusion. And it's not going to be easy. And it's going to take a while. If you don't understand what's going on and you're upset about people rioting and looting, just step back, take a breath, and be like, why are people looting? They're looting because of this. Okay, why are they doing this? And then just keep following the trail to that conclusion. And it's going to take a lot of whys. It's going to take a lot of questioning, a lot of asking. And like, you're going to have to be honest with yourself. And you're going to have to say, did I ask enough questions about why this is happening? And did I get to the bottom of this? So it's very important. If you don't understand why people are rioting and why things are on fire, you need to ask why. And to not just say the message is lost once you start looting, because that is not wrong. That is not the right answer. That is definitely not the right answer. You need to ask why, and then just keep asking why, and go with it as long as you can, and the compassionate side of you will take over and keep asking more questions. The more compassionate you become, the more questions you will ask. The next thing I would suggest is that we need to police the police. And the police are there to protect us. And if you're walking by, I have tons of friends who live in big cities. If you're walking by and you see something that is not right, and you know when you get that feeling where you're like, this just isn't right, you need to just stop, get to a safe distance, and just turn your camera on. And make sure that those people that are being arrested or being detained survive. And it sounds crazy to actually have to spell out these instructions to people. But if you see a situation, get yourself to a safe distance, because I don't want you getting hurt during this. That's not what I'm saying. But you just need to stop and encourage others to stop. And you just turn your camera on and you just police the police to make sure that that person survives being detained or survives being arrested. Everybody is entitled to due process. Whether you're good or evil, this is the rule. These are the rules. Due process. And due process is not making it to the due process. So just stop, turn your camera on, and just watch what unfolds and witness and encourage others to do this. Be like, hey, I feel like we're in an unsafe space right now. Can you just stay with me to make sure we get out of this? We need to protect our neighbors. And finally, I saw this all over social media, and it bothered me more than life itself. During this weekend, I saw tons of people saying that they were locked and loaded, ready for the protesters to storm their house. Stop. Just stop saying it. I mean, I'm already anti-gun, but this just makes me more anti-gun. It makes you look really bad. It makes you not look like a responsible gun owner. So stop promoting that you're locked and loaded when you have kids at your house and you have children around you and you're like, I'm locked and loaded, ready to go. Like, no, the machismo needs to just cut it out. It just shut it down. If you're locked and loaded is more important than your kids at home, like, just you got to talk to somebody. You just got to talk to somebody and just stop with it. The machismo of gun owners that I saw over the weekend was just disgusting and distasteful. Stop being locked and loaded. Look around. It's like when you type locked and loaded on Facebook or on Twitter, look around. And if you see your kids playing with toys, you see your kids running around, and you're locked and loaded with a gun, what do you think the chances of your kid getting shot are? They're heavily increased because of your locked and loadedness. So please, the locked and loaded crowd, bring it down a notch and just cut it out. And remember, it's compassion. Compassion is what we're talking about here. Compassion for everyone. But most importantly, Black Lives Matter. Just keep saying it. Black Lives Matter. I love you all. I want you all to be safe. Hug your family and protect your neighbors.